is this for a cat? Because that's not futuristic. That's literally current day affordable city housing for a cat. What is up, YouTube? It's your wolf Paws here with another video, this time on the levels of AI, casually explained. If you didn't know already, usually these are reacted to live on my Twitch, so feel free to drop by anytime, as well as recommended by people in the Discord, which you can find below. Before we go on, I just want to say thank you so much for all the support, and if you can, comment, like, and subscribe to my channel for more React content. It really feeds the algorithm and it helps a lot. Thank you so much and enjoy the video.
With the advent of smartphones, computers, virtual reality, and now AI applications like ChatGPT and Midjourney, we're all finally starting to learn that science fiction has really just been science prediction all along. And nothing is more at the center of that than the advancement of artificial intelligence. So I thought we could
I
look at the
mean,
levels of AI,
if you can
starting
think
from
it, you
basic
can make
code
it,
all the way
right?
up to its
Isn't that how it
potential and
is?
perhaps frightening future. Level 1. Clippy. At the lowest level of artificial intelligence, we have Clippy. This little guy is a rules-based system, or what we're familiar with as basic computer script. Scripts are essentially commands that say, if this happens, do that. If that happens, do this. If you're not familiar with Clippy, good for you, because don't let his cute little magic carpet fool you, he's actually deranged. If Clippy were a person, he'd walk up to you unannounced and say, you look like you're trying
You
to be
did,
pretty.
excellent.
You'd be prettier if you smiled more. Then, regardless of your response, his next line in the script was always, you're welcome, would you like more tips? This level of artificial intelligence is of course not scary at all. It in fact makes you stupider for having interacted with it. Level 2. A bit smarter than Clippy, but still at a low level of artificial intelligence, we have Reddit top comments. While Reddit top comments are made by humans, comments that get upvoted are not upvoted because they're correct, but because they sound correct. If you don't know about a certain subject, you'll be reading top comments all day thinking you're learning a lot, until you
Damn.
click their profile and realize you're taking legal advice from a 17-year-old Minecraft streamer. This phenomenon is caused by how Reddit highlights posts and articles, which is based on the second stage of artificial intelligence, algorithms. While algorithms are still forms of rules-based systems, many are very powerful, and long before man feared artificial intelligence, he blamed algorithms for his failures. If you lost money on Bitcoin, algorithms. No, you
I'm not sure we blamed it. It's more like we hated it. We still do. We still very much engage with it and use it, but yeah.
YouTube views, algorithms. Can't solve a Rubik's Cube, algorithms.
Oh, speaking of algorithms, advertisers are upset that they can't get user data as easily to sell us stuff. I've been reading so many articles on that. It's hilarious.
Trash
Good
teammates in
read.
Counter-Strike, also algorithms. While most women would look at a guy and say,
Oh.
you weren't defeated by an algorithm, you're just not very good at your hobby. The reality is, if a guy's been defeated by an algorithm, a woman wouldn't be looking at him in the first place. Level 3. Whatever they're doing at Boston Dynamics. While we all used to laugh at the goofy robots Boston Dynamics was making, suddenly in the last few years everyone went from laughing to fundamentally being on the side of the machines. While Boston Dynamics still uses a lot of regular algorithms, one reason for this massive amount of progress in such a short amount of time was from advancements in Level 3 artificial intelligence, which is machine learning. This means that instead of always getting the same output from a given input, the output is remembered, integrated into the software, and a new, more efficient outcome occurs next time. Level 4. Generative AI. Here we are at the present day, where we're all familiar with applications like ChatGPT and Midjourney, and this is where AI begins to finally mimic human intelligence, and in many cases exceeds it as well. For example, using an image generator, here I use the prompt futuristic affordable city housing, and it looks exactly how I imagined it. Here I asked it, loser of the 2024
Wait. That is this for a cat? Because that's not futuristic. That's literally current day affordable city housing for a cat.
federal election, and it knew right away. I even asked it for average casually explained subscriber, and I'm sure most of us thought we were looking into a mirror. Many people fear that this generation of AI is going to take. Most of us thought we were looking into.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely we were looking in a mirror. I'm blocking the view on the last one, but here you go. Here you go, chat. It's like looking in a mirror. Yeah. Yeah, we're that chat over here, right? We're that guy surrounded by 5 women that are laughing at his joke and totally not trying to get in his pants for that wallet. Totally. Yeah, they're just there for the ride.
A mirror. Many people fear that this generation of AI is
Oh,
going to take everyone's jobs in the next 10 years. But AI has taken tens of thousands of jobs already, you just haven't noticed. For example, it's
I
now
agree with
impossible
this
to tell
part
whether
though.
the supermodel you're talking to on Tinder is an artificial intelligence or an actual Indian man. The thing is, every time a new groundbreaking technology comes along, everyone
Why did he just call an Indian man AI? Excuse me, that's just cheap labor, okay? People abuse my country in India and China for all sorts of stuff just because of the cheapest alternative. Nowadays, it's AI that's a bit cheaper, but you know.
thinks it's going to take all the jobs, which it does,
Uh,
but then it creates new ones that didn't exist before. The Industrial
like
Revolution
prompt
got rid of the
writer,
farmers
yeah.
but created jobs in manufacturing. The internet's killed a huge part of the publishing industry but created jobs in programming and social media. And while AI is eventually going to come for us all, currently these new tools really only have practical application in image creation and writing, meaning it's only the people in the creative arts that are going to be unemployed. So no change really.
Oh, come on. You don't have to hit them with that. Oh, the stereotypical joke. Oh, God, I was not expecting that. That made me laugh. I wanted to pause and say, like, I don't even think, like, I'm gonna like show you guys some videos after, but like, I don't even think that they threaten necessarily the creatives. It's just gonna become a tool, in my opinion, that people have to use.
Level 5,
Mm.
Ana de Armas in Blade Runner. This is the level where artificial intelligence reaches a point where it's essentially analogous to our own intelligence. It can collect and remember sensory data, and if it has the right hardware, it's able to interact with and manipulate the environment just like a human. Because
Heck
of
yeah,
this,
sex
human level
robots, let's
intelligence can be
go.
applied to specialized
It's the
machines
first
and
thing
be used
people
for
do.
nearly everything. For this reason, some people believe it's extremely dangerous, while others see
Oh,
nothing but potential. I personally am pretty optimistic because all you have to do is look how it plays out in the movies. Take Blade Runner as an example.
the
Lonely guy lives in a dystopian
optimistic.
future, climate change has ravaged the world, goes on an adventure,
Hey,
loses sexy
hater,
AI
welcome
robot
in.
girlfriend, doesn't fix anything. Now look what happens when you use an artificial general intelligence robot as the protagonist instead. Lonely guy lives in dystopian
Oh
future,
my
climate change has
god.
ravaged the world, goes on an adventure, gets a sexy AI robot girlfriend way out of his league, literally saves the earth. Even if we screw up the whole planet, we can just make
Ah,
one Wally, we're in good hands. Level 6, Artificial
Wally.
Superintelligence and Cybernetic Enhancement. One of my biggest disappointments when I was a teenager was when I first read the term trans person, because I thought, finally, I don't have to be a person anymore. While it turns out I'll have to wait to get my it that pronouns, I still long for our cybernetic
The
future where we
what
can be half
now?
robot, half human, and I can have an AI chip connected to my brain for enhanced function.
So as
But
a
then people
kid,
like
he
my dad
thought
would
it
say,
was like
well, why would you want an artificial
transformed
super
person?
intelligence implanted in your
Transformer?
brain? What's wrong with being a natural
I
human?
guess.
And I'd say, I have to think. If you didn't get that one, it's a sign you need the implant.
Yeah,
Level
Transformers were
7,
pretty
the
big, yeah.
singularity. The
Yeah, you got it like that's what I was like, Transformers? Because I can't think of anything else that necessarily was super big back in the day. We all wanted to be Transformers. I don't want to be Transformers. I was like, I like my body. I don't want to be something different. Wow. You probably wanted a boyfriend? No. No. I just wanted to beat my raids. I just wanted to do better in my raids.
The highest level of AI in
Oh.
the ultimate event horizon is known as the singularity, which is when an artificial superintelligence is able to iteratively improve upon itself at a runaway exponential rate.
Why is the singularity image a naked woman showing her butt in front of I don't even know. And the last one is even worse. It's a duck. What? The singularity herp and herp and herp.
And what what happens next is completely beyond our own speculation. The example that scientists
Oh.
have given to describe the singularity is to think of a gorilla trying to figure out what it would be like to be a human. Ask a gorilla what it thinks about, and it would say, all I think about is
Banana.
sex and what food I'm going to eat next. Whereas a
Banana.
human can also have anxiety. It's
The
possible that it could
human
allow far off.
can have anxiety. I mean, technically, it's not wrong. I guess we do think about food, sex, and stressors, which relates to money. Nice. Nailed
Science
it.
fiction ideas to become real, such as being able to upload our consciousness to a single system, where we all become one
Oh,
machine human super hybrid. It might extend our reach throughout the
hey,
galaxy,
spooks.
or perhaps it'll see humans as an inferior species and enslave or annihilate us all. A lot of people are very frightened by what this may mean, but personally, I've hedged my bets. Either AI fails to reach a runaway point and our lives are just
I'm curious what they used as a prompt to generate this. Evil overlord sees over gloomy London. Yeah, I liked Transformers finding them as toys. I didn't really like wanting to be them. Uh, the problem with the human is we have the ability to imagine a scenario in which we have no food or sex. What do you mean imagine? For some people, it's their life. They need to they need the ability to imagine how it is to have food and sex.
massively improved, or the dystopia becomes absolutely real, but my Nvidia calls are deep in the money.
Oh,
Level 8. There is one final step to the whole
diet. Exactly. Like there's so many people that put themselves purposely and like you're not allowed to eat for like you're fasting and stuff like that. Oh,
picture, which is the theory that what the singularity becomes was set in motion from the beginning of
you're
time,
cutting a bit
like
on
a
those
seed
squeaks.
growing into
I'll
a
try and
tree,
adjust my
because
gate
that's
a
what
bit
the
more,
universe itself is.
or maybe
And what we're
put my microphone a
experiencing
bit
is
further.
analogous to some sort of video game or synthetic dream. And at its
Honestly, like, I'm sorry to the video because I wasn't listening to it on this last part, so I'll have to repeat it. But, chat, come on. With AI, no one has to imagine being alone anymore, okay? They can get sexy AI girlfriends uh to chat with, and they can get like ugly robots to mess around with while pretending slapping their phone onto their forehead so that they can read sexy messages. It's kind of like reading a book, a steamy book with extra steps. And it's a bit cold to the touch, but it's okay, right? It's okay. Some people like the cold. And let's go back to understanding what they said.
time, like a seed growing into a tree, because that's what the universe itself is. And what we're experiencing is analogous to some sort of video game or synthetic dream. And at its core, the whole universe is a single superstructure or intelligence acting itself out, and our little lives are a piece of that. While some call that greater concept God, others call it a simulation, and the rest of us just call it about 7.4 on IMDb.
Play 4 on IMDb. Dude, Bats wouldn't even look at that. It's too low rating for him. I know a lot of people that don't actually watch stuff unless it's 8.5 or higher. Those people don't even know what these movies are. Oh. There are a lot of people getting therapy from their eye. They are, yeah. And there are like a lot of people that get friendships and like relationships. Hell, people were even sad when their AI girlfriends got killed, as in modified so they're less girlfriendly. They were like really rioting.
And while there isn't any great evidence for or against such a theory, if you look around you, you can tell from their behavior that you are in fact surrounded by NPCs. Now, while you
You are surrounded by NPCs. I knew it all along that I'm the main character and everyone else is an NPC. Except I'm an NPC too. What the? Hey, you're a bit late on the NPC trend, okay? Casually explained, you're a bit late. Because there are plenty of NPCs on TikTok. They're like people that just sit there and you have to like give them a gift and then they do an interaction over and over and over again, just like an NPC would. And it's creepy AF and people love it and they watch it in terror. But they keep watching, they're glued to it. So, yeah. We had an NPC trend in 2 We did? Where was I during that? I actually don't know where I was. I, I think I think back then I was still going outside. I think back then I was still going outside. Oh, are you also the type of bats that reads books and then doesn't want to watch the show?
You might be
Damn.
sitting there thinking, wait, am I just a simulation? You don't need to worry
No, I
because
don't
you're the
think
only
about
real
that.
one,
It's
as
pointless
the
thinking
rest of us
about
are
that.
part of the hologram and want you to reveal your secrets, which is why you should consider today's sponsor, Incogni, which acts on your behalf to request your personal data, including things like your address and phone number, be removed from data brokers who've acquired your personal information through your internet and subscription use, but will remove it upon request. The problem is this will likely take dozens, if not hundreds of hours for you to do manually, and since the last time I talked about Incogni on this channel, it's performed the equivalent of 21 hours of work requesting the removal of my data, despite
Huh.
the fact that I'm Canadian. So sadly, no one really wants to track me in the first place, even though that hurts
Oh,
my
that's
feelings.
so
While this means that
true.
sadly there won't be any little cyborg Jamie phones running around in the near future,
Uh,
it does mean I far more rarely get spam callers, scammers, and risk my information being sold or falling into the wrong hands. Incogni takes literally less than 1 minute to go from web page landing to sign up to running the service and gives you an easy to read
I
dashboard of all the successful removals,
I find
conflict
it funny,
processes, and
chat.
requests sent. If you'd like to give it a try, the
No
first
one
100 people to use the
no
code
one
casually at the
scans
link
me
below will get
scans me
60% off
scams
Incogni.
me like on my phone. I don't really get that, but I hear a lot of people get phone scammers nonstop and like their phones like keep ringing and getting messages and stuff like that. I barely get any and I'm like, am I just on the wrong side of the internet or is my country that worthless? No, they don't target elderly. A lot of people that I know are younger than me. I mean, that's pretty easy considering I'm a vampire, but no, they're in their 20s, like early 20s. Mm. Then you get an SMS from the post office. Yeah, that was like, it's recent. That's one of my first ever scams. I've had my phone for many years, and I think I got like, I don't know, 2 free text messages at most of people trying to scam me, and no phone calls. I guess my country is just not worthwhile for scammers. I don't know. Maybe they're afraid we're gonna scam them back. It's like, don't mess with the Romanians. They will hack you. Maybe that's what they think of us. Or suck your blood, one of the two. Hmm. Oh, that was a cool video though. I don't. It's funny and amusing, and also kind of like, nah, nah. Uh, but it was a fun conversation stimulator. Let's put it that way.